Hello again. Welcome. My name's Deronda Harrison, and I am your grant writing expert. I work closely with executive directors to help them train up their grant writing staff. So if you're an executive director and you're seeing grant opportunities pass you by, you just don't have the capacity to go after them. Even if you have a grant writer, you just don't have the capacity to train them, provide them with the resources that they need to train them up on how to go after grants specifically related to your organization. I can help you. We are having cohort 1 where we're launching Train Up Your Grant Writer. In a cohort model, I'll be working with no more than 5 individuals at once. And we'll be learning all the tips, tools, and resources to cultivate, to solicitate, to prepare, evaluations, submitting. I also talk about organizations that are interested in going after public funding. So I'll give you all the tips, tools, and resources to be successful executive director. So you can offload that work. And I can help provide that training to your grant writer. Today, the tips I want to share is you often hear it's important to get in front of program officers for the funders that are represented with the funders. So like if you're going after a Kellogg grant, which is a national funder, when you get on the phone with them, like what are the questions that you should ask? So Kellogg has a website. They have a lot of their information on their website, but there are sometimes other details that may not be on their website. I just use Kellogg as an example. I'm not sure exactly what is detailed on the website, but some questions, for instance, that when you do get on the call with the program officer, you want to ask, is there a recommended percentage that our project budget should not exceed in relation to the organization's annual budget? So I wrote that out to make sure I read the question appropriately, make sure I read it right. So what happened, this came up recently. I was applying for a grant for an organization. They could ask for up to probably 100,000, maybe more. Their actual project budget for that project that they were requesting the grant for was 100,000, and they were asking the funder to pay 100,000. I told my client, no, basically, I'm not doing that. I'm not even going to attach your organization's name to this project budget, and then you're asking for this one funder to pay for everything. So I coached them through that process, navigated that through with them. I was like, that's your true project budget is $100,000, and you have to ask for less than, it just doesn't, it looks like you're not sustainable when you're asking one funder to pay for everything. So you want to ask them what is the appropriate percentage amount. So some things just automatically red flag to funders if you're asking for over 50% of the project budget. So just ask them that question, what is their recommended percentage? And another question you can also ask is, what outcomes is your foundation expecting when evaluating potential funders? So when you are awarded, there's all the excitement about that, but you want to know before you get the award if the evaluation criteria is what it involves, what it details. I've seen some $10,000 grants require multiple reports, a lot of manpower, and a lot of times it's not worth the grant. If you spend more staff time managing the grant, reporting out on the grant, then it just doesn't make sense to apply for it. So those are just some things to think about. When you are able to get in front of the program officers, to have those conversations with program officers, think about some strategic questions to ask. Again, there's the excitement about applying for the grant and receiving, even more excitement about receiving the grant award, but you want to do your due diligence and do your research up front, see what you have to report out on, what are the evaluating mechanisms, what are they requiring you to track, how many times do you have to report this information out to them, what percentage of the total project budget is a reasonable amount to ask for, even if you're doing like a general operating grant, and your organization is org budget about 500,000. You shouldn't ask a funder for 500,000 unless it's like a seed grant. So anyways, we go through all this information, tips and tools in the Train Up Your Grant Writer program, especially for more novice grant writers or even more experienced grant writers that want some training, tools, and additional development. So sign up. You can just click this link for more information. Just in this video, and The website will answer a lot of your questions, but if you have additional questions, feel free to hop on a call with me. You can schedule a free discovery call, and I'm happy to talk to you about the program. It was great talking to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.